Turn the pages, feel the beat, dance with words, move your feet.
Hello and welcome to this week's vlog and today's reading debit. Woohoo! Alright, so I went to Costco today to, obviously do some shopping, and I wanted to check out their book section and their book and stationery section to see if, what they had and what the new releases were, because, well, it's been a hot minute since the last time I was at Costco because I've been so busy. I did some grocery delivery and whatnot. So, but you know what? I wanted to see what was new, and I knew that some new releases had been out. So I was like, oh, let's go see. There was 4 books, and there wasn't any kind of stationery, but there was activity books for kids. But I must say, all the water toys and that kind of thing were out in full force. But it was just kind of oh my gosh, I don't want to say depressing, but it's kind of funny that right now, maybe it's just the location I went to, because there's more than one location where I live, and I plan to potentially go to the other location sometime within the week, because I was so confuzzled when I went that I forgot to get a few things. But it's fine, right? And I'm not desperate for these things, and if I really was, I could have gone this afternoon, but I didn't. So I just figured that I just wanted to make the comment or the observation that that there wasn't not a lot of books out, right? But, could just be in multiple different things, and I should probably see if they are getting out of selling books and other kind of, or paper product, or this kind of paper products, But anyways, I thought I would put my two kind of stress balls, the astronaut and the spaceship, back up, because I am reading Atmosphere. I've read a little bit more, not a whole lot. I don't know, because I do not want some burnout. I've been trying to, relax some, take it easy, and, having some adventure this morning that, sometimes you just I deserve a break, and I just don't want to stress myself out, right? So originally, when I got this on Friday, I thought that I could have this finished by the end of the day, but or yesterday even. But that's not how the cookie crumbled, and it's not how the weekend's gonna go. But this book, I don't know if anybody else has done this. This is the first time I've done it. So what I do is that the edges of the book, they're kind of a ripped texture. Wasn't a big fan of that a while ago, right? But the flaps or that, and so I've just been using it as a bookmark. So I don't know, that's just kind of it. And my observations, testing some things out, obviously, with my display here. And I don't know, tell me what you guys think and what you guys like. Man. Alright, so it's kind of it before I just finish my ramble. Alright, have yourselves a wonderful day, happy reading, and we'll see you on the next bit. Bye! Hello and welcome to this reading debit. You'll never guess what I just did. And I just finished Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Oh my gosh, she never misses. This is just such a good book. What it is about is just, at first, I thought that because it is a love story, and she does love, and Taylor Jenkins Reid does always write, love stories, that I thought this was going to be, about, her, Joan's love for space. But it's actually a love story between her and Vanessa, who's also another astronaut. And I love that this is Pride Month, and this is, a lesbian story. Oh my gosh, right? And so the book kind of, flip-flops between, 1981, when Joan starts becoming an astronaut, to December 29th in 1984, when Vanessa is up on this mission in space, and something happens to the spaceship where the door won't close properly. So things need to happen so that way that so basically a lot of the people I guess I don't want to give too much away, but it's just this story kind of follows what leads up to this moment in time, and you get to see the development of Joan's and Vanessa's kind of like love story. Oh my gosh, right? But because it's, you know, the early 80s, there isn't a lot of LGBTQ plus like agree or rights, and so it's kind of like, you know, like that Joan does get told that due to the sensitive information that she does have and that she's privy to, that, you know, they don't want any kind of like sexual deviancy to happen, right? And that she needs to, you know, be kosher, like, I guess, right? Like that there can't be anything going on. So like, oh my goodness, it is just, you know, this pure love story. And, you know, there's also like a sub story of Joan's sister Barbara and her daughter Frances, and how Joan help takes care of her, right? So there is that. Oh my gosh. Well worth the effort of reading, well worth purchasing the book. I did not think I would finish this today, but I did, and I'm happy that I took the time for it. Oh, such a great way to end a weekend. Yeah. Alright, give it a thumbs up. Right, I guess 5 out of 5 stars for me, because she never fails as an author. And we'll catch you on the next Dippet. Alright, bye! Hello, and welcome to this reading Dippet. So I'm back into reading Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and it's so far so good. About 150 pages in, which is like really great. It's a 400-page book. I'm hoping to get this done by the end of the week, and it's really fast-paced, and we're following the 2 different perspectives of Justin and Emma, and they had a cute little meet cute, but yeah, they're just having a great life, or they're just, you know what, they both have like mother issues for 2 completely different reasons, but I think it's like just, I don't know, it's super cute that, well, I guess this is my first Abby Jimenez book, and so far I'm loving it. I like how it's fast-paced, the chapters are short and sweet, and that we're slowly finding out what's like happening between, like, you know, their past, and like why they're, you know, having to grow up, or at such a young age, and having to be adulting the way that they are. So yay! I was hoping I would have gotten a little bit more read tonight, but, you know, relax and enjoying life, right? That's all you can ask for. Yeah, so that's just kind of it. I'm liking Just for the Summer as it is summer now. Alright, happy reading, everybody, and we'll see you in the next Dippet. Bye! Why, hello everyone, and welcome to this reading Dippet. Whoa! So I decided to do a little bit of a library haul. So I first got The Wild Robot by Peter Brown. So this is actually a quad book series. So we got The Robot Escapes and The Robot Projects, and then the latest one, which is The Robot Islands, that comes out on June 24th at the end of the month. Or so I got a hold on the other 3 books. I'm probably not going to get the latest one soon because I'm like the 15th on the whole list, but, you know, I got this book out for 3 weeks, so hopefully I can do that then, or just in time to get the other 3, and then hopefully I'll get the other one. I got the story of Gumluck the wizard, and then we got the story of Gumluck and the dragon eggs. Figured that'd be a couple quick reads there. And I got some 3 graphic novels, The Lost Hero and book 1, and then I got The Serpent Shadow and my old Rick Riordan, he's a good one, and then The Red Pyramid. So I figured I would kind of give these guys a shot, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, most excited about The Wild Robot, but yeah. So, and I figured that it's kind of like, I haven't read any graphic novels in a while, and so I kind of want to see what these are like. Yeah. So stay tuned for what I think. Alright. Bye. Happy reading, everyone. Hello, and welcome to this reading Dippet. So I've now finished reading Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and oh my gosh, it is actually a lot better than what I was anticipating. You know, of course, a lot of, you know, the last 100 pages were kind of it, and were kind of what I wanted to read, like, you know what I mean? And I found it to be very good. I liked what I was reading, and I thought it was great. And it was something that I'm actually happy that I took time to read. And so the first, you know, kind of like the first half of the last 50 pages where a lot of stuff kind of went down, and that the last 50 pages were just kind of like the aftermath, right? So like the book was about like how these two people meet and how like they're like young 28, 29-year-olds. They meet and they think they're just gonna have this relationship that's just for the summer, right? But then they decide that, you know, that they both have like issues with their moms, and but then they're going to, you know, they both need to do some healing, getting to new adjustments, and they end up, I don't know, do they end up getting together? But the main thing is that they think it's just going to be for the summer. And oh my gosh, right? So at the back of the book, there is like this, I would say it's a 5 out of 5. It's a fantastic read just because I've never read anything by her before. So it has this like reader's group guide. It's like kind of like with Abby Jimenez. And one of the first questions, like, why bring Neil back? Which is a story or a character in the story. And that he is part of the book, part of your world. So I'm considering reading that book, right? Like next, I am going to, like at first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at these graphic novels, because I've kind of came to the realization that I've gotten like 2 book 3s and I could be really lost with them, and I may just like put them back because I am enjoying my adult fiction ones. But of course, you know, as luck would have it, my book of the month came and I got What Kind of Paradise by Janelle Brown, so I look forward to reading that as well. But yeah, oh my gosh, I just cannot get over just for the summer, right? You know, just for the summer, just for right now. Oh my gosh, I love it. Alright, so that's all I'm going to say about it now. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's doing alright, and we'll catch you on the next dip it. Bye! Hello and welcome to this reading dip. So it seems like I have a problem with series and starting midway through, or starting a series without really knowing it. You know, just like how I had just read Just for the Summer, and it's like book 3 of this Part of Your World series, and then, you know, the story of Gumluck. There's a 3rd one coming out, right? And I did place and hold on it for the library, but then, you know, about the Wild Robot. Now I'm getting the 4th one's just coming out, and I got the other 2 on hold, and how I got like graphic novels like 1 and 3 but not 2, which is coming to me. And then I got a graphic novel for the Lost Heroes graphic novels, like I got 1 and 3 but missing 2 and 5 or 2 and 4. So, yay! Alright, but of course these are like kids books, and they have like a bunch of pictures and like whatnot in them, so easy reads, right? The story of Gumluck the Wizard is about, obviously, Gumluck the Wizard and how he helps, you know, with the help of his crow friend, how he's able to, you know, help out the townspeople with all like the drama that they're having, and everybody comes to him for help. And then we got the story of Gumluck and the dragon eggs, and how he has his like helps out the dragon who needs to like find food for his like eggs, or, you know, prepare for them. So he gets his crow friend to sit on the eggs to help prepare for them. I don't know. The pictures are really worth it. I like the kind of like sketch artwork. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of it. Can I give it a thumbs up? Happy reading, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next dip it. Bye! Hello, and welcome to today's dip it. Alright, so as you can see, my more holds came in, and I now have all 4 the Heroes of Olympus graphic novels, and I've just read them. Kind of like more, some of them I kind of perused more than read, just because there wasn't a lot. I don't know. I found that like I wasn't really as interested in them as what I thought I was going to be. I was the most interested in the Mark of Athena and the House of Hades, and basically what these are about. We have like the first one, which is The Lost Hero, which is about like just how Percy Jackson is like missing. Nobody knows where he is. Oh yeah, I guess I should say that this is kind of like another series in the realm of Percy Jackson, right? So, you know, we have kind of like nobody knows where Percy Jackson is, and we got like, you know, it's always, you know, I don't know, classic kind of like Percy Jackson fashion, or just in heroes. There's 3 of them. There's always 2 boys and a girl, and, you know, so we have like our main character, and they go to like her tribe, and they go do some to try to look and see where he is, and they go meet up with dragons, and they end up finding finding Percy. And then in this one, it's all about like the frozen land and how Percy Jackson is just kind of in this kind of like haze. Then we got like the Mark of Athena, where it's just that my gosh, what's her name? That she is like in the Percy Jackson series. It is like her because like what is it? Her mom is Athena, and this is just like all about Annabelle. That's her name, Annabelle. Gosh, can't believe I forgot that. And it's just about like how Anna, like her mom comes to Annabelle and she's like, this is like your mission and you need to help us, and that's what she does. And then it all ends in a house of Hades where he is like the lord of the underworld, and they end up having to solve everything in there, kind of returning everything to peace. So give this series as a whole kind of like a 4 out of 5. These ones kind of like 2 out of 5. And these say like 3 out of 5 just because I think they were a little bit better. Overall, I'm happy that I picked it up. I don't know, I think I might enjoy the books more so than the graphic novels, but I don't know. For right now, I'm okay that I picked them up, or at least borrowed them from the library. Alright, so that's kind of it for me. That is, we'll catch you on the next Dippet. Alright, bye! Hello, and welcome to today's reading Dippet and the end of this week's vlog. So I've read a lot of graphic novels, and I got a few more up my sleeve in which I'm going to read, which is fine. And I got some June novels here, and that's kind of it. I went to the movies last night and watched How to Train Your Dragon, and I thought it was pretty well done. And so in the morning, I went to a few more mini libraries to donate some more books. But I'm all out of books right now to donate, so I'll have to pick some up at the library's bookstore, which I volunteer at, which isn't a big deal. Because, you know, if you have a mini library or you're going to a mini library, they're happy to like donate books to you to put in your little library, which I think is great. But yeah, that's just kind of it for me. Yeah, so I guess happy reading, everybody, and we'll catch you all next week. Alright, bye!